with where it is now that you've had a chance to watch the tape and to see what you were able to do and not able to do? Are you content with where it is right now?
I don't think we're going to be content at all as far as, the way we play. We always want to progress and get better, but I think it's at a good spot.
JT, you know more football than I do, so please correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like the things that's lacking right now may be the big play. Am I wrong about that?
So when you say lacking, it's almost like we can't produce it, where I tried to express after the game that they're playing off. So it's hard to run past people if they're 10 yards off. So they're 10 yards off of you at the beginning of the snap, or before the snap. Then when the snap happens, they back up even further. So you can't beat them. Now I know we missed one shot. I missed it to James on the third down as far as the ball placement. But that's the thing that's happening this year is like it's not like they're packing the box like they did last year with Zeke and it was like make us throw it. Whereas this year it's like, okay, we see y'all have weapons, so we're going to back off and make y'all nickel and diamonds down the field, and that's what we've been able to do.
How do you strike the balance between taking what the defense gives you and imposing your will?
As far as passing, I think when it comes to passing, it comes to a point where you don't want to force things. There's times when you force things, but a lot of times when it's play action pass, 1st and 10, there's no need to force anything. It's 1st and 10, you can check it down and let our playmakers go make plays and break tackles and make them tackle us. So I think it's a little bit of both. I think in the run game, that's where we're going to run the ball. That's what we do. I think that's part of it. But as far as in the passing game, especially in situations, even third down, we really don't have to force it. We have a really good punt team. We're going to punt the ball. We have a good defense. So we're going to go play defense. So I don't think there's any forcing the ball in the passing game.
Have you guys been improving throughout the year or improving in fits and starts, if you know what I mean?
When you say fits and starts, what do you mean?
There'll be a period of improvement and then maybe a step back and then a period of improvement and then a step back. Which one has it been, a steady progress or something that's happened one step forward, one step back, one step forward?
I think there's always kind of a growth, more uphill. I don't think there's been any regress by any means. So I think at times so when I say that, I mean even when it looks bad, you probably like, man, kind of stepping back where there's a need for that. To push through those things, because if everything's easy, then when something hits you hard later on in the season, you're not going to know how to handle it. So with that, I think the things that even at times when it looks bad, I think that's all been accepted in a positive way and we grow as a team.
JT, Urban's mentioned Ben Victor a few times this year, most recently yesterday or a few hours ago. What is it that he's doing well in practice? And he said he's inching closer and 6'5" body. I mean, what are you seeing from that freshman receiver, and how close do you think he is to being a productive player?
I think he's close. Like Coach, you see him make plays in practice. That's how it works. You got to make plays in practice in order to play on the field. And I think he's starting to do that. He's starting making plays, understanding zones and different concepts, spacing. I think that's something different to his spacing as a receiver, because that's what the passing game is, spacing and timing. So those are things that he's getting to grasp of, so I think he's close as well.
JT, are you and James Clark hooking up? You and James Clark and you and Terry McLaurin, are y'all hooking up in practice on a regular basis when y'all do throw the ball down the field and stuff? Just give me an update on that. I mean, because obviously in the game you've tried to hit James a couple times on deep routes and they didn't work out for one reason or another. But I guess, are you seeing things in practice that aren't translating to the game yet?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I think when we go against our defense makes you throw it deep. They're like, we're challenging every throw, so you have to throw it at the top. So in practice, we do complete them, but in the game, it's kind of one of those rare situations where it only happens every now and then where with our defense, it's almost every 3 plays.
Yeah.
Got you. So with that, in practice, we have more opportunities to complete them, so that's what we do. But then again, you have those 1 or 2 times, and we just haven't hit them.
Yeah, Coach Mark says though he sees that come. He thinks that's coming, and I mean, do you get a sense that it is going to get there? I mean, you talk about how defenses back off and things like that, but he's encouraged by what he thinks is progress.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
JT, what will the impact be if Paris can't go?
He's a very valuable player to our team. I think he does a lot for us, especially his special teams. I think he'll, I don't know, I think somebody's going to step up and, fill that role. But he's definitely a valuable player to our team.
First college football playoff ranking comes out. JT, do you look at it? Do you care? Is it a conversation starter? How do you deal with it here this first week?
I mean, I don't care about it too much, being that there's still a lot of football left to be played, and I understand, last year we were in it, and then we lose a game in November, and then we're not in it. The year before that, we weren't in it. We won a couple games, but then the year we are in it. So it all depends. So that's the thing. We're not playing the playoffs, this Saturday. So it's not that much.
So you keep mentioning that teams are playing off of you guys. Is there a way to beat that, or do you guys have to do what you're doing and take the underneath stuff and move the ball that way?
I think you could create some double moves, so they could bite on one move and then hit them with another move. That could be something. But other than that, I think you just take what they give you, not force things. And there's not. We like scoring fast and things like that, but there's not a problem of a 10-play drive either ends in touchdown. So as long as we're scoring, we don't have a problem.
I know you take what they